Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading Scaramouche Listener by me. So let's get into it. Scaramouche had sacrificed himself for you many times, perhaps in unnoticeable ways, perhaps never without getting injured, but this time was different. It was different from every single time, because right now he was hurt, badly, and you were sitting waiting for news about his recovery, if he was ever going to make it. You didn't know. You had no idea how it would go at all. And the fact that it was Dottere fixing him, it didn't make things reassuring at all. In fact, it only terrified you. This could have been prevented, but it was your fault that it went so badly. I honestly think it's a fair punishment that you now have those more painful petals that you cough up every few hours. It hurts more and more with every passing second, but it's fine. You deserve it. Every pain that you felt. You deserve it for hurting him that way, even if you didn't mean to. If Scaramouche did not wake up, then your Hanahaki would never be cured, and you would die. And maybe you'd still die even if you woke up. Either way, you know you deserve it. And that's why you were waiting for him to at least wake up, so you can feel not so horrible when you're the one to bite the dust. You watch over him, even though Dotto rejects the idea at first. But you beg him. You tell him it might be your last days, that you'll be alive. And though he has no sympathy, he thinks maybe he can use this to his advantage later. You don't get it, truly. And you won't bother to. You just want to watch him. Dotto could do whatever he wanted with you later, and you wouldn't even mind. If he could, maybe you'd be dead anyway. That would be even better. You watched Scaramouche. He was in a coma. Broken parts and bones mended together again. And though he looks a lot better, even with the bandages around his arms, head, and body, it should have never come to this. But it was you who was an idiot. It was you who went to the roof. And it was you who stood by the edge of it and caused him to fall by accident when he tried to save you. And this was the consequence of your actions. And it was poor Scaramouche who had to suffer the consequences. For no reason at all. But life was never fair. He knew that. And Scara was a prime example of that. So that's why, at the very least, you wanted it to be a little bit more forgiving for him. As you sat by his side, holding his hands gently in yours. You had once read that squeezing someone's hand 3 times in a row meant to love you. But you're sure he wouldn't understand. That's why you do it. Every few hours, you would squeeze his hand 3 times, as if telling him I love you in your own way. Too scared to say it out loud, but still yearning to say it anyway. It was a lot easier to live with your emotions then, and you did not expect him to wake up to you, as you were holding his hand gently in your own, squeezing it. Scaramouche, you said, staring at him, before he started to cry, smiling in relief. Oh my God, you're awake. I thought I'd never be able to see your eyes again. To see you breathing, alive, in front of me. He looked at you for a moment, quiet, before he just huffed. Well, you're stupid if you think that. I was made stronger than that. He speaks about himself as if he's a tool, and it hurts him more than anything. But it's not like there's something you can change about that. At least not so quickly. Scaramouche, are you sure you're really okay? You ask, feeling yourself well up again. Guilt overwhelming your body, your heart, and your mind. But he just nodded. And he did something that you would have never expected. He squeezed your hands 3 times in a row, looking away, eyes never meeting your own. I felt that, you know, your hand. He kept doing this to me when I was asleep, but I'd feel it somewhat. It was foggy and strange. But it's not the first time someone's done this to me. When I met Niwa and we became friends, he would do that to me sometimes. Take my hand and squeeze it 3 times. And I would do the same with him. We were family. He cared about me, or at least that's what he said. But I know what it means, Wayan. And as he says those words, you feel the pain in your chest that's become almost permanent go away. And you cry, harder this time, as you wrap your arms around him. Finally, you have wanted this for so long, but now you can have it. Except, you don't feel like you deserve it. Scaramouche, I don't deserve this. You almost died, because of me. I'm the least deserving person in the universe of your love right now. That would be a lie, he said hoarsely, his throat still hurting. But there still exists, he'd say, and you laughed softly. Well, he is right about that. But even though his arms hurt, even though he felt weak, he slowly wrapped his arms around you, gentle as a bird. I mean it. I love you. I really do, Ian. And nothing in the entire world could change that. Not even you, I think. You showed me what it means to have a true heart. So take it. Take the heart that you gave me. But please, Wayan, don't break it. I think falling off the roof would be easier than that, he said with a dark chuckle. He had went through so much, and it hurts you to even fathom it. So it must hurt 1,000,000 times more to be on the receiving end. And you can't help but hug tighter, nodding into his shirt. I promise you, Scaramouche, I will never break your heart, and that I will treat it better than my own. So trust me on that. I do, Ian. I trust you more than anyone else. The two of you are broken, but healing. But for the first moment in a lifetime, Scaramouche felt the heart inside his chest beat for real.